Just because we can. I'm just kidding. Not really. Okay, so the foundation poses, when the whole reason that we created this entire framework was that, let's see. Joe, do you need them to step anywhere? Like, are they centered up?
They're centered up.
They're centered up? Okay. So guys, we're gonna start with the V up, and all I'm gonna have you do is step closer together to each other. And Brandon, your arm is gonna go down and onto her hip on this side. Oh, sorry, your right arm. There you go. And Andrea, you can just relax your hand in the back. So just let it drop. Perfect. Okay, now, Andrea, you're just gonna open up a little bit with this side, and then that's perfect, Brandon. So we call this the V up because basically your shoulders are making a V in the back, right? So the way that your shoulders are positioned, your feet are kind of in towards each other, and then your shoulders are making that V. Now, you guys have never posed for me before, correct? This is the first time? But if I were to tell you, well, treat your shoulder like the hinge on a door. So right now you're making a V. If I said, Andrea, there's the camera, open, close. Have you ever done that before?
Nope.
Okay. Brandon, close to Andrea. When you're ready.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Go.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, look, they like each other. That's so much better. Okay, so a basic V. Now, watch this, guys. Close completely against each other. Hold hands. There you go. Touch foreheads, that's great. I love it. Go ahead and take that picture.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
The camera. Turn, there you go. There you go, there you go, that's open. Okay. We can start doing a whole heck of a lot of different stuff. So, let's summarize briefly, and then I'm gonna give you, you're doing it. On 3. Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay. That's actually a scientifically proven method of boosting your energy and your mood. So you guys can see what this looks like. So, we want a wide stance. What we're looking for is the toes to go out, about shoulder width apart. If you spread the legs too far, you get the cowboy look, right? You bring the legs in too close, you get the diminished look. So what we're looking is to strengthen with a strong stance, shoulder width apart, toes going out. Joe, let me know when you're ready, and then we'll do some shots. Toes need to go out, the spine needs to be straight. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna turn Brandon to the camera. And what I'm talking about is, Brandon, if you were to actually slouch, like stand, there you go. So there's a curve in his spine that goes all the way down. Now this is your lumbar spine, this is your thoracic spine, this is your cervical spine. If you guys have doctors as clients, which all of you guys do because many of our clients are doctors, actually use these terms because it's impressive that you have stronger presence. The neck, anything, we've just gone from standing and sitting pose demonstrations for guys. So we're gonna kind of just do a quick run through. Joe, you're gonna operate my camera and just kind of pop it. Pop it. Let's go ahead and back up the camera and do a full length. Didn't we? There you go. And then lean forward onto the hand again. There you go. And then the tie can actually hang. We've gone through the fundamentals. We are on chapter 5, and now we're going to start analyzing. Actually picked up from Roberto Valenzuela to do it as well. So what the 3-point check basically states is we have our eyes, we have our chin and our nose, and we have our chest. Breath in, expand. Okay, we're now taking away his eyes and his nose. They're now pointing away, but his chest is going directly into the camera. Go ahead and take that shot. Take one full shot, and this shot's going to all 3 points. So let's go ahead and bring each other. Eyes, nose, everything has been taken away from the camera, and but it's about Kaylin. So Kaylin, I'm going to have you stand right in the, are they in the center? Okay. Kevin, you're going to square up to the camera. There you go. Kaylin, I want you to hug onto his arm. I want your chest to be going straight to the camera. Hug on with both hands. Perfect. What I want you to do is you're going to look right into that camera right there. Okay? Now, Joe, I want you to go, let's go with a semi-tight crop. Like, let's go from thighs and up. So, Kaylin, you're going to look to there. Kevin, you're going to look towards Kaylin and lean into her a little bit. And say something, Kevin, that's going to make her laugh. Whisper it right into her ear. Okay. Did you do that as a portrait or landscape? Oh, I'm not in Lightroom. Hands. This is more intimate, right? Because this is not something that we would typically be doing. So.
He's enjoying it.
Let's stop. So hands are kind of a number 2. But the thing is that with hands, you would hold hands with a girl that you're just going out with for the first time, you know, or 2 times or whatever, depending on, you know, Vaughn's probably like the first 5 minutes he's holding her hand because he's smooth like that. It's fine. And why don't you take that shot? There's going to be a difference between this. Do you want to take the shot?
Yes. Ready? 1, 2. So sleepy.
Okay. There's a difference between that versus like actually like pulling his, like bring your hand up to his face and connect faces. Like so he's coming forward a little bit and you're kind of like leaning into him. Okay, so having more contact in the face as opposed to like just touching foreheads type thing.
Grab light girl.
Wrist, and the other hand is here. But what if like the hands were like more like this, right? And what if yours were doing the same thing on that side? Like kind of both hands just kind of holding, like there you go. Okay, this starts to feel a little more forced. But what a lot of couples will do is actually completely mimic each other. So what if you held him the same way he was holding you? Okay, now, guys, look into the camera, lean the heads together, and we have the most awkward. So what's more natural? Well, like you did a second ago, when he was hugging into you, you had one hand kind of opened up on his back and one hand was on the wrist, just like that. And what I would do, Kevin, is like bring one hand onto her waist, and that's great, like one hand up and one hand down. Perfect. Now take that shot. That still works. Pull it back a little bit more. Go like to bring the chin right here, and now look right at Kevin. Okay, there you go. Okay, so this happens from the chin being pulled too far away from where the eyes are looking, basically, right? And so what we want to do is just, you guys can make anything look somewhat okay, so that's totally fine. But all we got to do to fix it is basically bring the eyes over, bring the eyes in, bring the chin back towards where the eyes are looking so that the exaggeration isn't as much. So when you see her eyes going that far to the side, you either bring the chin over, or if you don't want her chin to go that far, you say, you know what, my dear, I want you to look down to the ground on this side. Kevin, you turn the chin into her and look towards her. And there you go. You create the shot by basically not requiring, and put it on the inside of his arm. There you go. Bring your fingers across to right here. There. He's closed the gap between them. So now, if we bring the hand out just a little bit, Kaylin, and take that photograph real quick, that same thing. All right, guys, so here's what I'm gonna do. I want my bride and groom right here in the center. You guys look amazing. Oh my gosh, that's so fantastic. I love it, I love it. That tie, Vaughn, stand. please don't make her stand next to me.